What's up, guys? So to answer your question, yes, I put myself through xXx State of the Union of my own volition. So what can I tell you guys about this trifle of a film? You know, other than the fact that it is a trifle of a film. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hate this movie. It wasn't offensively bad, but it was pretty fucking bad. Aside from the two super hot chicks, this movie made my dick even softer than it already was. And I'm generally the type of person that if a movie's really bad, I can kind of enjoy it and like laugh at it and not take it seriously, even though that's kind of offensive to the people that did work on it. Because if you think about it, every movie is like months and months of work out of somebody's life, and they probably tried as hard as they could to make it a quality product. But if that quality product is a pile of shit, I'm gonna say something about it. And this movie is definitely a pile of shit. But I found it laughably shit sometimes. So as for the short list of things that were good about the movie, Ice Cube and his whole badass charisma was good sometimes. Samuel L. Jackson's still good. I liked Willem Dafoe somewhat. Some of the action scenes were good. And there's a couple one-liners that are funny. But other than that, this movie sucks. Like, some of the lines that were delivered sounded like they should have been delivered in a spoof movie. Some of these lines should have just been from Scary Movie 12, you know what I'm saying? And I like Ice Cube just in general. I liked him in Friday and Next Friday, and I remember him being good in Three Kings, but it was a real long time ago that I saw the movie. And I also love him as a talk show guest. For some reason, he's just awesome. Anytime I see him on like Conan O'Brien or Jimmy Kimmel or whatever. And he was also really good in Boys in the Hood. And on top of that, I'm an NWA fan, so I like Ice Cube, but this was a mistake. The majority of the acting is horrible. The two female leads are basically all cleavage, literally. And I really wish this was a joke, but there is a scene where Ice Cube is pretending to be a reverend of a Southern Baptist church, and then he's talking shit to a guy from the NRA. Why this scene even exists is a fucking mystery. In this 2-minute scene, both parties basically display how stereotypical white and black people are just in general, and neither group looks good after this verbal exchange. Because the NRA guy's like, oh, all black people are in the inner city, blah, blah, blah. And then Ice Cube basically surmises that everybody in the NRA is automatically a member of the Ku Klux Klan. Both statements that are completely untrue. And then Ice Cube follows up the KKK reference with a stereotypical saying about black people liking fried food more than anything. I didn't know it was possible for you to set back two races simultaneously. Like, what the fuck? And of course, Exhibit is in the movie, and guess what he does? I'll give you a hint. Pimp My Ride. You guessed it. He owns a chop shop. Or maybe it's an aftermarket modification shop. I'm not sure. They don't really say it in the movie. And there's just a whole bunch of shit throughout the film that does not make any sense. Like in the beginning, Samuel L. Jackson's in a base on a farm or underground, like underneath a farm, I should say, that gets attacked by a mercenary group that's 10 generations ahead of the NSA, according to their tech guy. And in my head, I'm like, so you're saying that technology exists that's 100 years ahead of time. Would you call Michael J. Fox and grab the DeLorean real quick? That statement makes it sound like that technology came from the future. If they'd have changed that one simple line, it could have perfected 10 different things all at once. But nope. Silly action movie. And then at one point, everybody's regrouping and Samuel L. Jackson's like, okay, well, half of the files we had in that underground base at the farm, the other half are at my house. As if that's a secure location to have sensitive government files. Are you fucking kidding me? And at one point in the movie, Ice Cube's kind of just rolling around in a tank on an aircraft carrier, and he gets shot at a few times. The tank is only moving about 5 miles an hour, and yet somehow military fucking marksman cannot hit this tank with explosives. And there's another scene earlier in the film where Ice Cube is getting broken out of prison. And in that scene, at some point, he jumps off the roof and randomly a helicopter shows up. No noise, no warning, it just fucking came out of nowhere. And there's another scene where a bunch of cars are getting crushed by a tank, and then Exhibit's just like, oh yeah, I was born for this, or something like that. And I'm like, dude, don't you like spruce up cars for a living? Like, you're crushing cars right now. It's fucking counterproductive, dude. And there's another scene where a boat gets flipped up onto a bridge, barely hits a police car, and then like runs into something else. And then, of course, as soon as Ice Cube walks out and the two police officers that were standing there start to stand up, the car explodes for no apparent reason. The boat barely touched the car and went past it, and yet this car somehow retroactively decided to explode. And you thought spontaneous combustion only happened to humans. And then the whole third act is just fucking ridiculous. The CGI is not that great, and it's just fucking just off the wall, stupid, crazy, retarded. So all that being said, I didn't hate the movie. I know I sounded really aggressive just now, but if they had made this more as a joke film than an actual, like, attempting to be serious film, I would have taken it more seriously, and if that doesn't sound ironic, I don't know what does. So all other things being equal, I gotta give it a 3.7, because it did have some redeemable, it's so bad that it's good qualities, but I can't say that it's a good film. In all the seriousness I can muster in my heart after watching this, I can't give it a positive score. No fucking way. So long story short, if you want to just watch a train wreck or you want to feel better about your life, I would say watch this movie. Or if you're one of those people that kind of enjoys subpar films for what they are, because it's a little bit like the first one, but the unintentional cheesiness is just off the fucking charts. So maybe if you're trying to seal a deal with a lady friend of yours, maybe throw this on, you'll stop paying attention after 5 minutes and get down to business, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, those are my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. Did you see this movie? Hopefully not, but if you did, drop a comment, let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit, and I'll catch you guys later.